airing down your tires. Should you do it? Well, the simple answer is yes, always. Hey everybody, Brian here with It Fits Adventures. Welcome back to our channel, and today I'm going to be covering a topic that I get asked a lot, especially when I'm leading a trail with new beginners and newbies, is the subject of airing down your tires. Should you do it? Well, the simple answer is yes, always. Besides the footprint, the traction that it's going to give you depending on what kind of terrain, more than anything, it's going to give you a ton of comfort. So always yes, air down your tires. Now, how do you let the air out of your tires? I want to make a disclaimer on all the things that I'm going to share with you today. I am not being paid, sponsored, or endorsed by anybody. I'm just sharing with you personally what I use. Okay, so first and foremost, how do you let the air out of your tires? And what PSI do I select? Well, the PSI is actually going to vary from rig to rig, setup to setup, tire to tire. I personally have 35-inch Nitto Grappler MTs on 2018 JLU. With that being said, my tire pressure is anywhere between 12 and 15 PSI is what I run when I air down. Now, the easiest way to do it, and what I personally use, is by a brand called Coyote. They're deflators here. So let me show you, get that up to the camera. They're easy to calibrate. You just twist that onto the nozzle and you pull the pin and you sit back, relax, and it does its thing. Now, it's just gonna go down to the PSI that you calibrated for. So if you want a different PSI, it's a little tricky to use these, but they're not hard to calibrate. You just put them on, pull them, and I've been using them for over a year. As you guys know, I wheel at least one, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. I've never had a failure on these, but I've got extra pins, and and this is where the backup comes in case something fails, but this is what I use primarily. Stick it on, twist it, pull it, sit back, relax, a couple minutes later, and you're fully aired down. So if that fails, or you need a backup, or for whatever reason, always have something trusted. So what I use this, one right here. Now, for the recovery part of it, as you can see by ARB, this twists on, twist into the nozzle, pull it, and then you've got the gauge here, the pressure gauge. So this is tried and true, air down real fast, and it's got the gauge, so you're not gonna fail. So if one of these fails, pin fails, this is tried and true. Plus, it's also easy to portable to help other people, so I always have more than one. So now, we're driving on the trails, everything's fine. Well, when you're done and you gotta get back, well, now you have to put air back into your tires. How do we do that? Now, a lot of people have a lot better setups than I do, and they have mounted setups and, all these things, crazy expensive brands. So a lot of that's good, but one of the reasons why I try to stay portable and mobile, as you're gonna see right now, is I have a lot of people that I try to help. So I have multiple compressors on me, and they're portable, so that if you've got a really cool badass setup to air up your tires, it's hard to air up somebody else who's down there, where it's easy to take a portable unit and move it over. So with that being said, let me show you guys what I personally use to air up my tires. Now, I have two for a reason. The first one I have is the Smittybilt. I literally pulled it out of my Jeep so you can see what I do and what I use. So this is the 150 PSI Smittybilt compressor. I believe I paid about 120 bucks for it, so it's not that big of a deal. It looks just like this. The little clamps go right on your battery, positive and negative. Well, negative, positive. And then you've got the air hose that goes right onto your tire. Flip the switch, and there you go. It's just a simple compressor, will air up your tire. It's made for bigger, oversized off-roading tires, and this is a workhorse. I think, like I said, I paid like 120 bucks for it, I believe, something like that, about just over a year ago at extremeterrain.com, and I use this thing at least once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Never once failed me, not even once. This is a tried and true workhorse, highly recommend it, 10 out of 10. Now, sometimes I like to air up 2 tires at a time because it's faster and help other people, but I also know that they can fail, and they do sometimes. So if I'm gonna be working with that, I use the old Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's right, Pittsburgh. If you guys don't know, that's what they sell at Harbor Freight. It was like 65 bucks, and it comes with a wonderful lifetime warranty. Now, the caveat to that is, let me show you when I open it here. This is a little smaller unit, and as you can see, this is, in comparison to size, this is, about half the size of the Smittybilt. But the thing is about it, it works the same, you take the, positive and the negative, you plug this up to your battery, and then you take the hose and you put it on your tire and you air it up. This is also fine for high capacity, 150 PSI, about half the price. Now, here's the caveat to that, because I'm giving you guys an honest review. The fuse and the motor has popped more than once on this. I've actually had to do 3 different warranty exchanges in the last 18 months. But it's free, wonderful warranty, and it's a great backup. It's a great for multiple tires being aired up simultaneously to cut your time in half. But I do have to say, Smittybilt never fails. This, I've actually popped a motor and multiple fuses, and I'm on my 3rd unit. But it does air up really fast, airs up just as fast as this, and it is about half the price, and it has that great, wonderful lifetime warranty that goes along with it. So you got your Harbor Freight Pittsburgh to air up your tires, your Smittybilt to air up your tires. They're both 150 PSI. So when you're done, you put these on, you air your tires back up. Now, one of the things that I do want to warn you guys against is overinflating, because the dealers love to do this, the tire shops love to do this, and if you don't have a programmer, your computer loves to do this, assuming you don't have stock tires. But if you have oversized tires, you want to make sure that you run the right PSI. For example, for mine, my computer tells me it's 36 PSI. 36 PSI is way, way too much. Now, when we talk about tires in a different educational video, I'm going to show you guys the chalk test and everything else. But just as a simple note on my 35 Grappler MTs, Nitto MTs, okay, check this out. It says 36 PSI. The recommended is actually a lot higher. I actually run them somewhere between 28 and 30, and that's optimal for me on the street. Hopefully that helped you guys out, gave you guys a little bit of information, and this is gonna be my regular educational series that as I go along the trails, things like recovery and everything else that I do on the trail that I can help educate and save you guys a lot of time, money, and just frustration. I'm gonna try to do that for you. So that's my input. That's my education lesson based on my personal experience, and that's why I show you what I use and why I do what I do. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, check out the notification bell on the top, and comment down below what kind of stuff would you like me to do for my next educational series. And also, I'm going to pose another question to you guys. What do you guys use? They got the bigger expensive brands like ARB and whatnot, and 1,000 other brands. But what do you guys personally use? What kind of setups do you have in your rig? And if you have a suggestion for me that might be more efficient than what I have, I definitely want to know about it. Please tell me in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Check you next time.